Hello and welcome to Cold Blooded Sports. Cold Blooded Sports is an ice hockey store in Paisley in Scotland, and we vlog everything that we do on a day-to-day basis. And this is not the store, obviously. My name is Stephen. This is Pamela.
Hello.
Pamela is in the process of getting things ready to be moved to the storage unit because we are out on a reel next Monday. A week on Monday, yeah. So we are at home at the moment and we are in the process of trying to get everything sorted to go to the storage and get everything moved across to the new house. So as we can see, we have Polly, who is supervisor. We have Lily, who is also supervisor. And we have Hector, who is the boss. You're the boss, big boy.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Wiggles? We have had a special delivery today. We have been waiting for it for a little while. There is good reasons for why we've been waiting a little while. I have already taken it out of the box and I'm just about to show you something. So I'm going to ask Pam to take over recording just for a couple of minutes and I'm going to show you what we got delivered. So I know Pam was looking at me very disappointed because the time is getting on. We have to pick up the kids at 3 o'clock.
The fan's got to go back.
We have some sticks that have been delivered from KYC. And this is you literally getting to see them coming out of the wrapper. So as we can see in this one, originally I was told it was going to be a white Skyline, but they've actually sent me a full white Phantom X. And I'm going to show you the colour scheme. I don't know if it's a full white one, but it's actually got chrome graphics on it. And they really majorly pop. Like, it looks...
Hold it still.
I'm trying to, but...
I love how it's surrounded by all of our crap.
Yeah, we'll obviously have a proper look at it in the store at some point, but I'm having a look at it tonight, right now, because I want to try and get on the ice with them. I've been waiting for them for probably the best part of a couple of months. They've been in the process of getting them ready to get shipped to me because they had to change the height of the mould. The standard mould is probably about this height and they've added a little bit extra on, so it's now the right size. So looking
And
at
it's the new colours.
the new colours, the curve wise, it looks very, very similar to PO2, which is a bigger curve. It's actually very, very similar to what I'm using in my Ripple at the moment as well. So that is the first stick that we have. I'll just place that there. Notice how it blends nicely into the background. This next stick that we're going to be showing is something that is a brand new design. The Phantom X actually comes in purple, or usually comes in purple, but this one now comes in a candy red. It was requested by myself that we had something that was very, very close to the team colour that I have in my team. So we now have a candy red Phantom X Pro.
Red really pops.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to try and fight this to try and get it out the wrapper. So there we have the new Phantom X again. So if you're interested on the spec on my stick, I have the tactile bone grip on the shaft. I have 110 flex, and I obviously have the PO2. Very, very similar to what I'm using. Flex-wise, quite nice feeling. Very, very, very light sticks. Very, very light sticks. I'm very eager to get on the ice with these, so I just wanted to come on just quickly, show you what we're looking at.
He wants to tape them.
I want to tape them and get them ready for tonight because, well,
Not until you have loaded the van.
yeah, I've got stuff to do now, so I just had to get this. I had to get the work out of the way so we can get the real work done. Yeah. Right, so I'll catch you guys later on and I'll give you a wee review once the sticks are finally taped. It looks like...
What do you think, Moody? What do you think of the new sticks you've got dinner on your nose? Do you like them? What are you saying? Can I have a paw? Are you going to give Mummy paw? Paw? He says no. Oh, is that paw? Paw? Don't show me up on camera. Come on. Old man, paw. Oh, yes, stubborn goat, you.
Hey guys, it is Friday the 12th of September. It is 1:29 in the afternoon. So far, we have been excessively busy. It's good to say that we're excessively busy. I have got a lot of sharpenings that have to be done. I've got a heat mould in at the moment, which I'm going to do, and then I'll go back to you guys with some developments on some equipment. At the moment, I have a couple of sets of steels that are going to be in to get sharpened at 3/16. I've got them in here. I also have a couple of sets of steels that need to get sharpened at 3/8. Also got another couple of sets of steels that need to be sharpened at 1/4. And we also have a set of skates that need to be sharpened also. The whole situation of today is going to be see what comes in the door. We're very, very close to making an initial stock order that we're going to make for going forward. We've got 2 weeks until we're out of our house, so the order is going to get processed next week and then paid for on the following Monday when we move out of our house and we get the transfer of funds. One of the things, the development aspect, I'll come back and see once I've done my heat mould. So the developments, we're talking hockey sticks now. What we've managed to do is we've managed to attain or get our order from KYC for our sticks. The standard height of the stick, I'm going to show you on the Phantom X and show you the difference between the Phantom X standard length and then this extra length for myself, and then I'll show you my predicament that I'm in. It's not third world problems here, but anyway, as we can see, we have the standard Phantom X, and this is the height of it. Then we have the extended version of the Phantom X stick, which here is about 2.5 inches, which is a wee bit bigger. So now I'm going to show you the problem that I have. So here is my initial Ribco stick that I have been using for the last little while. It's a full custom stick and it's made specifically for my height. We're about 1.5 inches, slightly too short. That's not necessarily a major problem. The major problem that I'm going to find is obviously it's going to throw off the flex slightly on the sticks. It's not major, like a major issue. It's just the fact that you're having to put a wee bit extra weight into the stick with regards to having a wooden extension in your stick. The plan of action today is I'm going to try and get both of my sticks extended, because I have the white one here as well. I'll just put that beside and show you. So one of the things that I have noticed straight off the bat is these sticks are really, really light, and they're a lot lighter than what I'm actually using currently. Now, currently I'm using the Ribco Trigger 5, which is a full custom stick, which has been one of my batch that was originally never going to get used. It's had to be used. The reason why it had to be used is I was waiting for sticks coming, and sticks never ever came. And what I mean by that is I was originally waiting for customs from CCM, but because of COVID and lockdowns, the factory got shut down and the sticks that I was actually ordering never materialised. So because of that, we ended up having to get some different sticks in, and I ended up going for Warriors. And I went for SL Pro Customs, which were the SLs, which were partial customs. So it wasn't my curve and it wasn't my flex really, and it wasn't the right length. So I kind of struggled with them, but I got by with them. And now obviously I've made the decision to go back to the last Ribco that I have. I'm using that at the moment. So I'm very, very eager to get the KYC sticks on the ice. But before that can happen, obviously I've got to do some extension work on them. Looking at the curves and stuff like that on them, if we compare them to the curve that's on the Ribco, if I just get my other stick, it's very difficult to do this one-handed. Curves are more or less identical, which is bang on what we're looking for. The lie is more or less identical as well, which is bang on. That's really, really good, because I'm really, really happy with the fact that now I don't necessarily need to go full custom with KYC. There is a possibility that I can change the curve later on and down the road, maybe change the lie of it. One of the other sticks I'm using at the moment is actually a 7.5 lie. The Trigger 5 is a 7 because I'm so tall. So one of the things that we're actually talking with KYC about doing just now is actually me sending a blade away and seeing if I can get it made specifically. So it would be basically exactly the same curve, but just with a lie change. That's obviously what I'm kind of planning on doing if I can, if it's possible to do that. One of the other things I'm going to be speaking to KYC about is actually seeing if I can add an extra 1.5 inches on the stick. I know it sounds as if I'm being kind of really pedantic with my sticks, but the reason why I like them that length is I can literally take them out the wrapper and I can tape them and go straight on the ice with them. If I have to then start putting stuff into them like extensions and stuff like that, it alters the flex and it alters the weight, and I don't want that. I want consistency. And that's where I would say that the Ribco sticks that I've been using previously, I've been so consistent with the way that they've been made and how long they last for. I'm hoping that KYC can keep up with that, and I have every faith in the guys at KYC that will happen. So I'm looking forward to getting them on the ice and getting them tested out. I must admit that red and the Phantom X really, really, really pops. It's very, very similar to the red that's on the Mustangs jerseys. And obviously you can see the standard one, the one that comes off the shelf, the purple, that really, really pops as well. It's really, really kind of pearlescent. Really like the colour schemes on them. And obviously if you then look at the white one, the white and the chrome, it's very, very reminiscent of some of the other sticks that are out on the market at the moment. but I think it just really pops, and I'm really happy with the colours and excessively happy with the weight of the sticks. The sticks that I've been using in the last little while have been extremely heavy, and I find that the kind of gold standard stick, I've obviously said this before in previous vlogs, that the Ripcord is the gold standard for me. It's the perfect weight, the perfect length, perfect grip, everything's just perfect. But putting these sticks side by side, KYC are going to be up there. Really going to be up there. So we're really happy and excited that obviously we're announcing that we're going to be bringing in a lot of stock from KYC. We have got a couple of emails that we've got to send them for questions and queries, but there will be gloves, bags and sticks in the near future. Fingers crossed.
So we had a customer a couple of days ago, or last night, there was a comment made about, he gave me steels and he said to me, do you know what you're actually doing them at? Of course I know what I'm doing them at. I'm like Rain Man when it comes to people's grinds. I usually know everybody that comes in. I can tell by their skates, I can tell by different wee things that what their grinds are. So Craig had made a comment saying, you never know, Pam might be doing my skates. So, just for fun, Pam's going to be doing his skates.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Let's see if you've lost your touch.
I'll have lost my touch because I don't know how to do it. Come on then, teach me.
Right, tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to help you through with the holder here, okay? So this is obviously the steel. I'm going to pull through with the blade, and what you're going to do is you're just going to follow me through, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to touch on, and then you're just going to keep going. Oh, she stops. Right, so that's half a skate blade done. Right, so now we're going to...
hot.
Right. That's it, lean a wee bit, not too hard, right, consistent the whole way through. There we go, there's the touch. How hard's that?
Quite hard actually.
Is it? Are you sure? Let me see you doing it on your own without me pulling the blade through. Too light. Too heavy towards the end. So,
Well, feel free to take over.
well, you're meant
stuff to do.
this is a customer. The customer made a comment saying that he wanted you to do his steels, so you're doing his steels.
I'm not doing any steals.
Right, so let me see. That's a bit better. You get a flat spot at the toe now, a flat spot in the middle.
Make them skate better.
Are you sure?
My arms feel like lead today, Stephen.
Right, come on. I wasn't meaning about you, I was meaning about his skating ability. Right, there we go. That's a bit warm.
Yeah. Gonna tell you, I did say it, yeah.
Right,
Does a wee jump for you?
a wee jump. So that's a big flat spot at
You
the toe in
can
that one.
sort it.
Don't worry, I'll fix them. But this was just for a wee bit of fun in the video. So as we can see, the whole aspect of Pamela doing some skate sharpenings, she has got a wee bit of work that she's going to have to do. There is no damage to these skates, by the way. I will make sure that there's no damage to them. I know that she had obviously missed a couple of bits, but I'll sort them, don't worry. I'm going to try and see if I can get Pam on the machine a lot more. She does need a wee bit of time and a wee bit of effort to be able to put into it. And the fact that she usually does need a potty stand for the size of the machine. Pamela, can I just get you to stand up quickly? Just for me, just for 2 seconds. So I'm going to stand at my height, and as
There's
you can
exactly
see,
a foot between us.
yeah, Pam's a bit smaller. So because of that, we might actually have to get a potty stand or a set of stilts for her to be able to use the machine. So it is 5:43 and that is the end of another shift. Had a very busy afternoon. I actually sat down, had my lunch for a change, and then after that the door just never stopped, which is really good, and that's why there is not very much stuff being recorded this afternoon. We had Brody Kay's dad over, who plays for the Fife Flyers. Brody plays for the Fife Flyers, his dad doesn't. He was over for skate sharpenings. He had 4 sets of steels that had to be done. He had 1 set that had to be shaped to his other sets, and then 4 sharpenings. So Brody doesn't let anybody else usually touch his skates. He had been down at Cardiff and had them done down there, but I not had to fix them, but I had to do them the way he liked them. So his dad was up today to get them sharpened. We've had multiple people in today to buy skates, specifically figure skates. It seems to be a figure skate day, so Pamela was rushed off her feet. She was also doing some media stuff for next weekend. Unfortunately, on the Saturday, we're going to have to close. The reason being is we are moving on the 22nd next week. Or not next week, the week after. So next Saturday, we're going to be closed because I'm going to be moving a lot of the stuff out of our house into Pam's mum's house and a lot of other stuff into storage. So we've booked a van for that weekend to be able to move everything. This is probably going to have already happened by the time you see it, obviously. we'll have moved by then, hopefully have the shop finished, and we'll be ready to go, and we'll have had our big stock order hopefully by that point. But yeah, we have been excessively busy today, and again, it's not a complaint. I'm happy when it's busy because it keeps my mind nice and active, and I've got plenty of problem solving stuff that I've got to do in that period of time as well when I'm working. Unfortunately, I had one extension, so I have cut and made an extension work for one of the new KYC sticks, ready to go on the ice. I hopefully can get on the ice on Sunday, maybe, if my boss allows me the day off. That's Pamela, obviously. We have a lot to do with the moving and stuff like that, so as you can see, there was 1.5 inches that had to be added onto the stick to make it to the right length for me. That, again, it's not a major hardship. Most of the sticks that I was using from Warrior last season ended up having to have exactly the same amount of extension put on them. So that is the plan. We're going to try and see if we can go on ice on Sunday for that stick. If not, we'll be on ice on Tuesday, and I'll give you guys a glowing review of the stick over the next couple of weeks. It might actually be in the next video, you never know. You absolutely never know, so you need to stay tuned for that one. I need to go, I've got a busy day ahead of me. Still, we've got someone coming to buy our couch, and we've got someone coming to buy our dining room table and chair set, so they're coming for that at 6 o'clock. So I need to try and get myself down the road to give Pamela a hand with that, and then I've probably got the gym to go to. After the gym, I've then got a lot of editing to do. I've still got to try and catch up on the short videos, which have been a nightmare to try and get done. I'm about 8 or 9 videos deep. And when I say I'm 8 or 9 videos deep, what I mean is I have 8 or 9 videos that have to be edited in short format. So if I can get them done and get them back up, then hopefully we can get the views back up again, because I see that we have actually dropped to under 7,000, which is a bit of a little bit disheartening with the likes of YouTube and stuff like that. The reason being is you've got to be on it all the time to get your views up, especially if you're a small channel. We had originally thought about stopping the YouTube channel just because things were so busy, but I've been very, very stubborn with it, and I've been trying to at least do 2 videos per week, 2 big long format videos. So that's something that we're looking to continue on with, hopefully, depending if everything will go right. I will go. I'll see you again tomorrow bright and early at 12:30. How's it going, guys? It is Saturday the 13th, and it is 2 minutes past 2, as we can see now on the clock where it is now positioned. What a morning we've had so far. I had Sam at his hockey this morning, and I was on schedule originally to be at the store for 12:30. But we had a major issue with one of the deliveries yesterday. One of the deliveries that was coming from Bauer, one of their suppliers decided, or not their supplier, their courier company decided that they weren't going to leave the order in the safe space. Usually what happens is where we stay at the moment before we move, there is a safe space where they can obviously leave the deliveries. Now, they ended up never left the deliveries, and we needed stuff yesterday, and it was originally meant to come about 2 in the afternoon, which gave me plenty of time to go home and pick up things and then come back up to the store. What ended up happening was that the guy came to deliver it, never seen that there was a leave in the safe space notification on the delivery notes, and then decided to take it all the way back to the depot. So Pamela then had to phone their depot to find out if she could go out and pick it up, because there is a kid today that is going to be mascot for, is it the Elite League team?
Yeah.
So there's a kid that's going to be mascot for the clan. So she needed a full kit, and the kit was originally meant to be here yesterday. Yet the problem was the kit didn't come yesterday, so we had to phone and try and see if we could arrange a collection or a re-delivery. Now, the delivery was originally meant to be between 9 and 12, and then Pamela got an email to say, or a notification to say that it was between 12:30 and 1:30 when the store had to be opened. So Pamela had to come up and open the store, which meant that there was a queue of people waiting for Sharpmans. That had to be, some of them had to be let down. Some people were quite annoyed at Pam and made a couple of unwarranted comments. The other thing is, I had to stay at home, which meant that I had to wait for the delivery coming. So the delivery actually came around about 1:45, which meant that I managed to get the delivery out into the car and get up to the store. Now we've managed to get the delivery out of the box just to double check that everything's here, and as far as I'm aware, everything is here. And it's an order for the Glasgow Stags, who managed to get some funding. So because they're a university team and they're self-funded, they managed to get themselves some helmets. So they got some helmet combos and some normal helmets. The React 55 was the specified helmet that they would like to get. The reason being is there is quite a lot of new players that they have, and obviously this is going to help them progress and spread the cost a little bit more, shall I say. The way it works is they managed to get that much sponsorship that they managed to cover all of the helmets that you see sitting out in the front, which is really, really good. And it's also left them some money left over to invest in other things as well, possibly ice time, jerseys, sticks. So we're in the process of working with them to see what they would like to utilise their sponsorship money for. Yesterday's plan originally was we had a delivery at home, and it was a skate conversion. So it was a skate conversion into inlines, and Pam has not brought it in from the car yet. So I'm going to go out and get that done today. It was originally meant to be done yesterday, but I never had time to do anything yesterday because it was so busy. I was kept very, very consistent on the skate sharpening machine. There was a lot of repairs that had to be done as well yesterday. You would have probably seen some of them in the video. Some of them I didn't record because I was so busy, and there was probably about from 3:30 till about 5 o'clock. I was just constantly snowed under with sharpenings. Sorry, I get interrupted there because Pamela fell over. Pamela fell over a pair of skates. It's a tripping hazard, isn't it? Leaving them right down there. So how are you feeling about everything? How are you feeling about the fact that I've painted this wall and painted these bits? And
It's really starting to take shape. I'm going to message this customer to collect, and in between customers today I'm going to try and paint some of this gloss. Get the white finished off here. Try and get the other box built if we can tonight once we shut. Try and get some gloss on the other bits so that we can try and maybe draw a line under here so that next week it can be finished off and it can be put right so that we're ready to go the following week.
so I've had a couple of teammates coming to say hello and they want to be on the video. So hi Tony, hi Aidan, hi Cammy.
Hello.
So he actually did say he wanted to be on camera, so we're going to just watch him do how he tapes his stick. It's because one of the junior kids has asked to have their stick taped, so I think Tony's struggling as it is to get the tape. Right, Cammy, you do me a favour while I'm working here. You be the cameraman.
Right, okay.
So small, man.
That's what she said.
He's feeling the pressure already.
I don't know what they want. Didn't
Get the pressure.
specifically request.
Right, so this is another thing in the comment section. You're going to have to rate his tape job out of 10.
You see the concentration in his eyes.
Concentration here. Look, he's twitching. Oh, he's got. Oh, look at that big bit. Oh, look.
Oh,
Strands of
he's
tape
bottling it.
everywhere. Oh, he's bottling it. Oh,
The bottom bit's fine.
pressure got to him.
Pressure's good to where he needs to beat it. Shite will do.
He's panicked,
Ah,
he's
yes.
getting nervous.
It's not the best.
Hey, it works. If it's taped, it's taped. So rate his tape job in the comment section. You need to put a butt end on it now as well.
Oh no, I can't do that. I'll do that. I get him to do mine all the time.
Let's see it.
It's dusty.
It is 4:45 at the moment, and I still have a full conversion to do. It's been really busy today, really consistent. Really happy with how consistent it's starting to be again now that the season's kind of kicking off. So it's obviously time to get something to eat, and then I'll get the conversion done and I'll time lapse that for you guys and show you what I'm doing. Before that, I'll actually talk about what I'm going to be doing. We actually have a pair of CCM skates which have been sent in. So the conversion is basically going to be taking the chassis off the Bowers and putting them onto the CCMs, just to make sure that the player in question can get some longevity out of the skates. So that is the plan, and I also found a random set of holders in one of the boxes in the front. So we obviously are in the process of renovating the store, or I say renovating it, tidying it up and getting rid of all of the old stuff. And I found a couple of old pairs of skates, so I'm going to see if I can get anything to fit that as well. or if there's a pair of skates that are sitting without holders to fit that, so I can then at least give them to someone so someone can get use out of them. So it's now 6:23. I haven't had a chance yet to do any of the skate conversion because, well, we managed to sit down and get something to eat, and then we had a customer who came in and didn't leave until nearly 5:45 maybe. So we've been in the process of just doing some other stuff in the store. Pam has now got the DIY out again. She is in the process of building box number 2, which is going to be for heat molds and storage. How's it going so far?
Fun one. Exactly. Yeah. I do need to get you to get your super saw out.
Oh, do you need this one cut?
I need 2 bits cut.
2 bits cut. Right, okay. Hopefully I've got enough battery left because you seem to be using 2 guns for the one job.
It's cut 3 bits for the one job.
Is there? Right, okay. Right, so anyway, I'll come back to you once this is all put together, and then we'll see what time it is and see what else we managed to get done in the process. So, welcome to Tammy's Woodwork Shop. She's decided that she wants to do everything in store tonight. So, the place is an absolute riot, covered in dust everywhere. So, while she's doing that, I've been in the back. I have finished off the conversion. I don't know how much of the footage I'm actually going to use for it, if I'm honest. The reason being is I've actually forgot to put it on time lapse, and there was only maybe one skate I managed to, when I realised I only managed to get one skate to record. So my next job on the agenda is cleaning out the filter and the sweep tray. Now obviously that's all of the dust from the sharpenings. You'll find that obviously we have an extractor on this machine. So when you sharpen, you try and aim your sparks into the extractor here, and when you cross grind, most of your sparks go down this way as well. That's because there's a kind of big hoover attachment in here, which obviously sucks everything into that area. And there is the filter right here, which has to go back in. So that's being cleaned at the moment. Usually you would change out your filter every maybe 2-3 months. Genuinely, if I'm being honest with you, we haven't changed the filter in 7 years. What we usually do is we usually try and hoover it out and then keep it nice and tidy, give it a wee kind of bang off of something to obviously release any of the dust that's in it, and then kind of clean out the filter. Sometimes we have been known to kind of take it outside and roll it up and down the car park a little bit, and that's obviously just to kind of get the debris out of it. That I suppose could be frowned upon, but it works for us and it saves us a lot of money in filters, because the filters for these machines are not cheap. I think the last time we looked, they were over £150 for a filter. So if anyone out there knows of a truck filter that is about this size, if anybody knows anywhere to get them cheaper, let me know. Well, it is 7:40, we're still here, and we've decided now, or Pamela's decided now, that she wasn't happy with her initial box. One big, one wee box. So we're now cutting the other box to match the size of the smaller one. I say the smaller one, it's basically the same size, but we've obviously got a little bit more. It's a wee bit more user friendly for the vertically challenged people in the hockey community. Well, seeing I'm looking at you. So anyway, right, I'm going to get this cut, and then look at this. I've literally just hoovered, tidied up after her. She's made all of that mess, and then I'm going to have to make more mess. Women's logic. So just a little bit of hoovering's left still to do, a little bit of tidying up. Obviously, Pamela has decided that this is now better. We've now got the boxes at the right height for everyone. You should be able to get maybe 2 or 3 people on there. Do you know what we maybe should look into? We should maybe look into trying to see if we can actually get cushions.
I actually thought about that.
For them, but then have them individually placed, like maybe 3 on it. One of the bugbears about Pamela doing any DIY at home or anywhere in general is just as she turns the hoover on, tell me that it's not your tools without telling me it's not your tools. So far we have a tape measure here, we have a saw left here, we have a drill here, a drill here, we have a plane sharp side down on the counter, the drill bits here, the pilot hole bits here, your screwdrivers left here, there's screws left everywhere. Last time I checked, I'm not here to pick up after Pam.
You're not better.
But she doesn't pick up after me, so why should I pick after her?
I don't pick after you.
You know, she doesn't pick up after me. I don't pick up. So you tell me in the comment section down below, should I be picking up after her, or should I be doing this out of the respect of my own tools? Keep it clean. So as you can tell here, it is 20 past 9, or 21 minutes past 9. I'm still here. That is Pamela just away. She has went to go and pick up Sam and Sarah because it's well past their bedtime. One of the things when you're running a business, you've just got to do as much as you can when you can. And today was one of the days where we tried to do as much as we could when we could. It was very busy today in the sense that we had a lot of sharpenings and some other things that were going on in between dealing with customers. We were obviously looking at different orders that we're going to be making for the suppliers. Lots of different things happening just now. Finally getting round to sealing. I've sealed this with PVA glue and I'm going to get a coat of the hard yacht varnish on the top of it. We're talking about changing this as well so that we can turn that over and make it a different colour. So the worktops that I'm working on are going to be slightly different colours. The shelvings that are up here that are full of rubbish will be getting cleaned out and they will be getting painted as well. The bathroom still needs painted. The kitchen still needs painted. We still need to paint the new benches. I have actually sealed the benches. It looks as if it's just like frosting or icing, but it's not. It's PVA glue over the top of it to make sure that basically what happens is when you go to paint it, when I went to paint this, what happens is because it's very porous, it soaks in all the paint and it doesn't really cover very well and you have to do 2 or 3 coats. But the hack for that one is, according to Pamela, if you cover it in PVA glue and water, so mix it so it's like a half and half, and then paint it on, what happens is it basically gives it like a sealing coat, which means that you've then got something to paint onto. So that's the plan for that. This will be getting done probably tomorrow at some point, hopefully. We have a lot of stuff that we're still got to do at the new house, or at Pam's mum's house. I think we've been roped into helping to do with building the stairs. Now there's a loft conversion is in the process of being done at the moment and being finalised. That's another thing which I'll probably find that I'll be doing next week is painting the loft conversion. After I do the painting of the loft conversion, we have to do some measuring for some carpet and we have to try and see if we can get that done before next Saturday. The reason being is obviously the carpet has to be put in before the kids can go in the room. It doesn't really need to be done. They can go in just their mattresses at the moment, but at the same point we want to try and make sure it's all done, all finished and ready to go. But if that is the case where it's not ready to go, worst case scenario will be that we have to put them into the room without any carpets down, which again, it's not necessarily the worst thing, just for a couple of days. The other thing is as well as we still do have a spare room at Pamela's mum's. So we've basically got 3 bedrooms and then the loft has been converted. So because there's 3 bedrooms, we can still put the kids in one of the rooms. It's the only problem that we've really got just now is the storage. So if and when they have to come and put new carpets in, and if and when we decide to get round to building their beds and getting everything ready for them to go into their room and all of their kind of furniture put into the room, it's going to be a case of it's probably better once it's been painted and the carpet's down, so that can happen. So anyway, I am finished for today. I think that is enough for this video. So if you like what you see, like, share and subscribe. You can catch us on TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. If you want to follow us on all of the platforms. If you want to support us in any way, shape or form, the website is www.coldbloodedsports.com. You can find us, all of the equipment that we've got on there, and you will be able to find the clothing that we will be releasing in the next forthcoming weeks on there also. We're hoping to try and make sure that we get everything done in a hurry. We feel like we're behind when it comes to the season so far. Now, this is the way that we think we're behind. We're not behind. It's usually October that kind of kick off for us. So we are coming to the end of September, and then October will be obviously next month, but that's when we're looking to have all of our stock in place and have the store back to the way it should be, or slightly better than what it should be, if I'm honest. So we have obviously done a little bit of things in the store, painted that wall, painted this wall. We have painted up here. We have painted the back store to the same colour as that puck, more or less. We are more or less ready to go with the other things that are happening in the store. You will see next weekend, we are going to be obviously closed on the Saturday, the 20th. You won't obviously be able to see that because I won't probably be recording much. We are in the process of having to try and move everything into Pam's mum's over the Saturday and the Sunday, but there will be the big fridge will be making an appearance in here. This little fridge will be going somewhere else. I'm not 100% sure where. It may have to go back into the kitchen or into the toilet at the moment, just for storage, because storage is very, very tight. Or it might actually go into the storage unit that we have. Lots going on, very, very busy. Again, apologies that it's not been the most thrilling content. It's just, like I say, we are trying to record everything that we're doing, trying to make sure that you guys are appraised of what we are up to at this moment in time. Nothing's ever easy for us right this very second. So just to keep you guys up to date with what's actually going on at the moment, as I said, we are in the process of painting this place, making sure it's ready for the season, tidying it up, making sure it's refreshed. That's the first thing that we're doing. The second thing that we're doing is we're moving house. We have a loft conversion that's in the process of being done right this very second as we speak. That will be coming to conclusion hopefully by the time that we move in. So there's a loft conversion. There's building works that are then starting at Pamela's mum's house as well for an outside room, but this outside room is basically going to be a small house. The only thing it's not going to have is running water, but it will have everything else. So that's going to be the new base of operations for me editing, and obviously it's going to be a living room as well as somewhere to store the ice hockey equipment. If you're wondering if it's just going to be a massive big room, it's going to be one big room, but at the same point it's also going to have a cupboard on the outside that I can then obviously put my bikes, my golf clubs and other things into storage stuff. The ice hockey equipment will probably stay in there as well. I need to then find places for all of the other stuff. There's 4 kit bags in the storage container at the moment, full of jerseys, socks, equipment and gloves, believe it or not. And when I say equipment, I mean like some of Pamela's old stuff, some of the twins' old stuff, my old equipment, some of the overstock stuff that I've had for years. I had been collecting hockey gloves for a little while, but my collection has now went from nearly 24 pairs down to probably about 8. So I kind of got rid of most of them, but it's the kind of specialist gloves, like the Oilers gloves, the Mustangs gloves, the Edinburgh Capitals gloves, and some of the other ones that I've got, the clan ones that I got from when I was helping out with the team. It's getting on a bit now, like I say, it's 9:30. It's time for me to go and get a quick half-an-hour training session in at the gym, get home, try and get to my bed at a reasonable time after editing this video and getting myself ready to have a really busy day tomorrow, because like I say, there's a lot still to be done. So anyway, thanks again for watching guys, keep it cold-blooded.